Hello guys, my name is Valery Litvin and I am a developers board member in Cyber Congress, and today I would like to make a brief introduction about roadmap on cyber development, on chain development. So the biggest challenge for us right now it's scaling of CyberRank. With the current implementation on with GPU, with CUDA framework, where we're processing CyberRank on a GPU cards, it's limited to onboard memory, and we have right now not production. Right now we have a working implementation which we deliver it in Layer 5 and which will work also in Genesis release. Also, last month we make initial research and not production ready but tested implementation using CUDA PNet memory, which gives us 30–50% boost to amount of cyberlinks which we may process on GPU, but long term, our main decision to move RAM computation to memory, to RAM, and make this this computation RAM computation iterative. So it's our biggest challenge and our biggest concentrations, because we would like to allow network process knowledge graph sizes of billion links. The next one, very interesting thing right now in the Cosmos ecosystem, when guys, some project communities release upgrades of their chains, they need right now restart chains. That's what we see in Cosmos Hub 1, 2, and 3. Right now, guys from Reggae network working on very close with the core Cosmos-SDK team. They are working on on-chain upgrades that will allow to upgrade chain online with zero block missing without stopping chain, just deliver new code and upgrade them to the new one. The major things what makes Cosmos and Cosmos ecosystem, as we see, the lead project in the whole blockchain ecosystem, it's an inter-blockchain communication protocol. Guys hardly working on the initial release, initial ABC release. We are from the beginning following their development, and as we see right now, they're very close to release IBC with the next major Cosmos SDK 0.38, and we are going to also integrate IBC into our chain with upgrade our chain to the next Cosmos SDK as soon as possible. Last news, guys, hoping to deliver IBC, which will allow this to start developers developing their own IBC zone starting from the February. So we are also going to participate in Game of Zones. Also with our community, we'll provide our testnet network, which will name it Vayner with integrated IBC. Also, the most interesting things on which me and Dmitry making a lot of research right now. It's inter-knowledge protocol, because in our paradigm, in our vision, we will be not only one decentralized search engine on the market. The guys will allow just launch the same networks on the same code base, also using our launch kit. But what magic will happen following IBC, with the help of inter-knowledge protocol over IBC, it will allow to this decentralized search engine communicate between each other and transfer subgraphs, transfer ranks, transfer content education between chains, between different knowledge domains, and we are already started our research on it and going to deliver this up, I think, next year. Smart contracts. We are going to implement as soon as possible, because last news guys from Cosmos project, which started on the Berlin hackathon, Cosmos Berlin hackathon this summer. This guy started Cosmos project, which will allow to develop contracts and running on Cosmos chains. And we have a lot of ideas on smart contracts. Just for example, it's prediction markets, it's domains, a lot of other interesting things, which will allow smart contracts integration in our chain. Very interesting thing. Right now, guys from IPFS have biggest challenge in their projects. It's DHT scaling, because content discovery in distributed hash table in thousands, not 100,000 nodes. It's a very hard thing, and it takes a lot of time. So we find that if we will put identity based on BIP39 and BIP44 passes into the IPFS, it will allow us to make association between keys from IPFS and cyber keys, and agents who just searching content. They will extract also agents who are which link these and directly access, directly trying to access and discover content from node, from engine node who are linking this content. Energy delegation. We see very interesting thing on allowing one guys to just delegate for some time their energy, their bandwidth, to which will allow making more transactions, more cyber links to other agent, and it will increase linking and allow to network grow faster. The same thing with power delegations, because its energy delegation allows only make more cyber links in network. Power delegation will allow agent make cyber links with more power on these links. KGI, we are also working on knowledge graph interface. It's kind of application interface, but specialized for our knowledge graph. We are going to use GraphQL here, and it will allow to subscribe to easily navigate on knowledge graph with robust API. And we are with Dmitry right now prototyping this thing. Other ideas in research on which we are working on, it's CUDA virtual machine, which they are one project on the market, Cortex, which already do this thing, and we are going to, and we'll also have the same idea to deliver smart contracts, which may also compute on GPU cards. Privacy is a very major thing in right now in all spheres of our life, and last couple of years we see a rising of cryptography research on zero knowledge protocols development. There are a lot of schemes, protocols right now, and we are thinking that privacy by default it's how the system should work. If we will allow to compute rank not without knowing who link it and without who linked this contact, but just verify that this agent have needed energy and have the power to do this. It will allow us to compute, but without knowledge who are linked, and it will deliver privacy by default for all agents for the whole network. Proof of work checkpoints, it's a feature for light clients because it will allow to light clients to easily make verification on the state of the network, because Tendermint proofs, it's will have a lot of size, and it's hard to verify on light clients. Proof of work checkpoints easily maybe easily verified. Autonomous agent, it will be a very interesting stage in our network after integration of smart contracts, and when we will network will have a couple of billion links, we think that some autonomous agent which will be deployed into the network may have make their own prediction on knowledge graph, on may their own prediction on knowledge graph, and may cyberlink by their own will CIDs between each other. So it's not it will be not our humans or robots which make transactions to cyberlink something in the knowledge graph. It will be autonomous agents which live directly in chain and make their own prediction and make links in the cyber graph. And the data hosting rewards based off proof of replication and proof of space-time. It's a very interesting point. Just imagine that you are opening browser, just choose some amount of disk space which you would like to provide to the network, and your network give you ability to serve not knowledge graph, but content which cyberlinked in knowledge graph, and you are taking rewards from inflation on this, and you have rewards on this, and power and energy, and you don't need to To buy tokens, you are just opening your browser and starting taking rewards and using chain and graph. So right now in Layer 5 we have a big community pool which equals 0.2% of the whole stake, and all these community pool rewards will be migrated and to guys teams which will develop something interesting, on which community will make a decision to bring rewards to these guys. And what me explained during this presentation, all these things will find interesting and going to vote on community vote proposals on development during Layer 5 and mainnet. So our GitHub, all information about this you might find on issues, on project boards, on our CyberD repository. And it's a movement. All our discussions you may just also follow in Google Telegram, and all our updates in our Twitter. Just our team will deliver a lot of very interesting news, starting from yesterday. So stake on me. Stake on me that I'm a Genesis validator in Layer 5, and so you understand me. Stake on me. Thanks. Thank you, guys.
So the question is, Google is hiding their algorithms. So, and we are opening our algorithms. And how can we make sure that nobody abuses those algorithms because they are open? Is that correct? Right. Do you want to answer that? Maybe Dima, maybe you want to answer it. Okay. Valera, go on.
Мне надо сейчас слайд.
He needs to prepare for that.
Сейчас.
It's a question from now. It's a question. It's a question. So do you want me to repeat the question, Valera, or you remember it?
I got it.
Okay.
Got it. Question simple because it's Google's business, and what we are building, it's a completely different concept of search, and all answers to this question, because if we will go deeper into these questions, we will find a lot of points, and all these points with Dmitry provide difference of how just Google works and how cyber works, and yesterday I found question from a lot of people, and they asking what if we will cyberlink something wrong and not relevant, and the question is very simple. Your all time cyberlink deliver relevance to information which relevant to yourself, and on with interferation of these wheels, we will get relevant information for all, and it's unfair for this. So
you're trying to say that it's not a question in itself, so it's a question of open market, right? So if
Yep.
somebody wants to abuse it, then well,
yeah.
the governance can change those algorithms, right? And
But it's not abusable.
yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So what you're trying to say, because of the ideas that are inbuilt in the protocol, it's not abused
Abused. You
as
make it
people
relevant to
think of
yourself.
abusing okay, yeah. Okay, you're abusing yourself only if you're abusing it, right?
This is not abusing nobody.
Okay, I see what you're trying to say. Okay, I think it's a cool enough answer. Any more questions? No?